Phrasal verbs are one of the hardest things in English, so don't be discouraged if you don't know them. But let's put your knowledge to the test. I'm going to give you 12 phrasal verbs with their definitions and real-life examples of how you can use them. Let's see how many you know. Number 1, to catch up. You might already know the meaning of catch up, which is to update each other on life. But you might not know the other meanings of catch up, which are to reach the same level after being behind, or to learn missed information. These ladies are catching up over some coffee, perhaps. They are telling each other what's been going on in their lives. They're showing each other photos, pictures. Look at my kids. Look at my dog. Look at my garden. Look at my boyfriend. Oh, he's cute. Hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you forever. Girl, we need to catch up. What are you doing this Saturday? Let's catch up. How you been? What you been doing? Tell me everything. Fill me in. I want to know. How's your life? This is the other meaning of catch up. This guy is probably catching up on some work. Maybe he's catching up on some emails. I just need to catch up on some emails. I'm behind. I haven't been reading my emails. I haven't been checking them. I need to catch up on some emails. I need to stay late and catch up on some work. This couple is catching up on their favorite show. Maybe they're watching Netflix and they haven't watched the last 3 episodes, so they need to catch up. They're behind. They need to get caught up. We often say that. I need to get caught up on my favorite show. The next one is to slack off, which means to be lazy or to do less work than expected. Sarah is always slacking off at work. Look at her. She's scrolling on her phone. She's always scrolling on Instagram. She's always slacking off. Sarah, quit slacking off. Get back to work. Come on, Sarah. Quit slacking off. Same thing with Emily. She's reading a book. She's looking at a magazine, something. I don't know, but she's slacking off. Her boss is like, hey, stop slacking off. You got to get back to work. These kids should be doing their homework, maybe. I don't know, but they're playing video games. What are they doing? They're slacking off. Hey, let the kids slack off. It's fun. They're having fun. This is how I used to slack off at school. I used to talk to my friends and not do my work. The teacher had to separate us because all we did was talk, talk, talk. We were always slacking off. But I got good grades because I was smart. The next one is to put up with, which means to tolerate something unpleasant. Oh, he's back again. I gave him 2 chances already. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I am tired of putting up with this behavior. This cat is questioning why he or she puts up with this. Why do I put up with this? I can't tell if he likes it or not. I don't know if he's putting up with it or he likes it. Oh, he's always snoring. You see what I have to put up with? Every night he's snoring. I gotta go sleep in another room. I can't put up with this anymore. This is my little brother. Not really, but just pretend. You see what I have to put up with? These are just the things you have to put up with if you have a little brother or sister. The next one is to hang out. You might think this phrasal verb means to spend time with someone or to socialize or maybe to spend time relaxing. And yeah, that is correct. But you can also hang out by yourself. And it also means to stay in a place, to just be in a place, to be somewhere. This is the most common meaning of hang out. These kids, well, I say kids because they look younger than me. They're just hanging out, maybe doing some schoolwork, maybe not. Just chilling, just hanging out. This couple's hanging out, watching a movie, eating some popcorn, just hanging out. Hey, what are you doing? Just hanging out with my boyfriend. Yeah, we hung out last night. That's the past. We hung out last night. This lady's just hanging out with some dogs. You don't have to hang out with people. You can hang out with non-human animals. There are no limits to the hangout. Want to hang out? This girl's hanging out by herself. She's just reading a book, by a tree, hanging out. Hey, you busy? Nah, not really. Just hanging out. Just chilling. The next one is to back out. It means to cancel or withdraw from a commitment. It's too late to back out now. All right. He's already doing the tattoo. You already got a lot of it on your arm. You can't back out, Cindy. You're too far into it. You got to commit. You can't back out. He's got to finish it. Let him finish it. There's no backing out now. It's not too late to back out, Crystal. It's never too late. You can always back out of a relationship. You don't have to do it. You don't have to go through with it. That's another phrasal verb. Go through with it. Phrasal verbs everywhere. You can back out, Crystal. She's not going to back out. My cousin backed out again. Yeah, every time we try to make plans, she always backs out at the last minute. She's so flaky. She's so unreliable. The next one is to wrap up. In a more literal sense, this is to bundle something up, to cover something, maybe with paper or plastic. But to wrap up also means to finish something. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this meeting. It's been a good meeting. Let's wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up in 5 minutes, and then you can go home. Let's just wrap this up real quick. Honey, dinner's ready. Just a second. Just wrapping up a few things. Let me just wrap up this one last thing. Okay, so this is the more literal meaning. This person is wrapping a present. They're wrapping up a present. They're using wrapping paper to wrap a present. This person is wrapping food or a food container with plastic wrap. She's wrapping up her food so she can put it in the fridge and store it for later. The next one is to zone out, which means to stop paying attention or daydream. It also means to mentally disconnect or go blank. This is Grace. She's zoning out. She's not even listening to you. You're talking to her. She's not even listening. She's zoned out. She's zoning out, not even paying attention. She's thinking about other things. She's staring off into space, just staring out the window. She's got a blank face, no expression. Sorry, I just zoned out for a second. What'd you say? What was that? Sorry, I just zoned out. I was zoning out. The next one is to look into. You might know to look for, which is to search for something. You might know to look up, which is like when you do a quick search for maybe a word or one little piece of information on the internet or in a book. Let me just look up this word in the dictionary. Let me just look up the president's age real quick. But look into is a little bit more. It's a little bit deeper. It's to investigate or research something in a way that's a little bit more thorough and maybe a topic that's a bit more complex. It's very common that when somebody is telling you about something, maybe a problem or maybe recommending that you check something out, you can say, okay, thanks, I'll look into it. All right, I'll look into it. I'll look into that. This guy is literally looking into a microscope in a very literal sense, looking through the microscope. But he's also looking into a scientific topic. He's studying cells. He's looking into how cells behave under a microscope, for example. So he's doing two different kinds of looking into. This is Jade. She's supposed to be working, but she's looking into vacation destinations. She's looking into where she can go on her next trip. She's looking into travel options. You can see by the joy on her face. She's having a great time imagining her next trip. The next one is to freak out, which means to panic or lose emotional control. It could also be just to get really mad or frustrated all of a sudden. It can also be positive. It can be used to say get excited about something. It's even more intense than just getting excited. Okay, I love this video. It is a perfect example of freaking out. So this guy is trying to get money out of the ATM and it's not working or something. He's having problems. So he starts to freak out and he's yelling at the ATM. He's having a total meltdown. He's having a total freak out. He freaked out. This is a little kid freaking out in a very calm way, I must say. But often when kids freak out, we say they're having a temper tantrum, just kicking his feet and crying. I don't know what this little girl is trying to do, but it seems like she's struggling. And the mom is talking to her in an aggressive way. And she doesn't like it and she gets overwhelmed and she smashes the glass and she freaked out. Don't freak out, Hannah. It's a fake spider. It's not real. Hannah, it's not a real spider. Stop. Don't freak out, Hannah. There's no reason to freak out. The next one is to cut back on something. It means to reduce the amount of something. Javier is really trying to cut back on the coffee. He drinks too much coffee. He's really trying to cut back this year. It's not going very well. Laura is trying to cut back on her screen time. She's on her phone too much. She's trying to put the phone down and get outside more. She's trying to cut back on the screen time and spend more time in nature. Okay, we need to cut back on our spending. We're spending too much money. Reel it in. We need to cut back on our spending. The next one is to follow through. This means to complete something that you started or promised. Emily is following through on her New Year's resolution. She made a plan at the beginning of the year to run multiple times a week, and she followed through. She followed through on that plan. Nice job, Emily. If you tell your kids you're going to play with them later, or if you tell your kids anything, you're going to do anything, you really should follow through on what you say. You should keep your word, keep your promise. Julia sleeps good at night knowing that she always follows through on her promises. She never disappoints anyone. She is reliable. She is dependable. She always follows through. And the last one is to pass out. This one is especially important for me because I faint very easily. To pass out means to faint or lose consciousness, but it also means to fall asleep suddenly. We also have a more literal meaning of pass out, which is to hand out or give out something. So to give something to multiple people is also passing out something. You'll see. Robert always passes out after he watches the show and eats dinner. He passes out with the remote on his belly. Looks like he barely ate anything, and then he passed out. It looks like Tim is sleeping, but he actually fainted because he saw a little bit of blood, and Tim is very squeamish. He couldn't take it. He passed out. Joseph got too hot, and he started to feel dizzy, and he had to sit down because he felt like he was going to pass out. Okay, this is the more literal meaning. This is a flight attendant passing out water, maybe snacks. She is passing things out. She's handing things out. Jessica is passing out some drinks, maybe some beer. I can't tell. There's no label, but passing out the drinks. All right, how many of those phrasal verbs did you know? How many out of the 12? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you knew one of the meanings of one of the phrasal verbs, but not all of the meanings. Either way, I hope you learned something in this video. Don't forget to tell me what you learned, and if you want more content like this. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.